Hey, everybody. How are we doing? Good to be here. Checking to see if I got sound. Do I have sound? Come on. Do I have sound? I do. All right. Ah. So, quantum kiss. What's a quantum kiss? That's a dang good question. That's a quantum good question. Kiss. Keep it stupidly simple. Keep it stupidly simple. Why? Because I have the most intelligent audience on the planet. Ethan, what do you got the most intelligent audience. What are you saying intelligent for? That means no intelligence in the quantum. All right. So, look, our language is so bastardized. It doesn't matter what you use. You use the words that mom and dad spoke, grandma and grandpa spoke, your teachers spoke, what you were educated on. You speak your native slang. You Black's law, Bovier's law, all if it's not quantum, it's babble. Pure and simple. It's babble. So what is the volition? What's behind the words? What is the speaker bringing forward with the words? Now you got multiple definitions for these words. They get used in a different format, a different way, different punctuation, different meaning. It's insanity. And I have to try and communicate through this sanity with you so that you can own your authority. Because even though my audience is the most intelligent audience on this planet, the people who listen to me are smart. But most of them, most of you are freaking cowards. And you know it. And that makes it real hard for you to stand no matter how smart you are. And the smarter you are, and the more you try to stand against this system, the more you get knocked down, the more you get frustrated, the more they don't listen, they don't care, they just keep trespassing, committing treason. Nothing stops them. You're right. You got smart. You stood. You made a stand. And for some of you, it got you in jail. For some of you, it got you in prison. For some of you, it got you dead. And you watch others, and you see what happens to them. And the fear just keeps building. Well, you got to put that fear in your back pocket. Death is a part of life. If you don't exercise your rights get so weak you have no rights, and you might as well just be dead. My opinion. So, keeping it stupidly simple, owning your authority in the quantum world. Now, with the intelligent people, Maybe that's the quantum way to say it. Intelligent rather than intelligent. No, intelligent. All right. Use your authority. What does a God do? Well, how do you know? Have you ever met a God? What does your gut tell you? What does the Babel tell you? What does your life experience tell you? Something created all of this. And something created you. And if you have children, you're a co creator. That's godlike. Did government create you? Well, what do you mean, Ethan? What's the definition of you? This meat suit here with the soul inside. Did government create that? No. The name Ethan, my name. Did government create that? No. The government took my name and created a corporation. That is fraud. Everything that has been done with that corporation going forward is constructive fraud. When anybody participates in anything that has to do with that all caps name, they are complicit in a fraud of usury, of slavery, of deception, of control. Ethan, come on, get to the point here. We are the intelligent people listening to you. I know you are. But you also got too much fear. People who do the bravest things in the world, unless they are a little crazy, they have fear. All right. So let's not kid ourselves. You got to get over that fear. So, first thing is to know who you are and own your authority. Do you know how to make a quantum autograph? If you do, boom. Do you understand how to capture your passport or your driver's license or own a contract? If not, then you got a little bit of study to do. Now, I showed you all how I captured my passport. I captured it. And then this got me thinking. Well, I'm always thinking, but it's just, it added something into the mix here, right? So, all this talk I've been doing about becoming recognized as a postmaster, as a foreign national to the United States, prepaid first class mail, postal courts, all this stuff, right? I've been talking about it quite a bit. Mm. And I've been thinking about it even more. Now, I showed you mail fraud that came from the village of Kalkaska, probably through the county clerk's office, from the judge. Evidence of mail fraud, evidence of the judge operating outside of her jurisdiction. And when I go into the village of Kalkaska to talk with a policy officer about the treason and trespass in Kalkaska, chief of police wants to come in and interfere, make veiled threats, and run me out of there. Tell me I'm just there to complain. You see, we keep going up. And what do we get? We get disrespected like Rodney Dangerfield. I get no respect. What do you expect? It's the enemy. Now, I was having a conversation today with a very smart man. Was that a male or female? You don't know. I was having a conversation with a very smart man who has followed Russell Gould's teachings extensively, deeply. Now, apparently, this third hand, right? It is not first hand. This isn't second hand. This is at least third hand information here. Apparently, Russell is teaching you get this stuff in the mail to send it back. I say bullshit. Bullshit. Why send the evidence back? Why put anything into that system? Why put anything into that system? Drag those parasites, those treasonous rats into your system, into a lawful system, into the highest court of law, court of truth. If you feel you got to send anything back, send a copy, in my opinion. Keep the evidence. Why would you ever send the evidence back? So what happens? Every day, these postal service employees are aiding and abetting in mail fraud. Because their bags are full of it. So I say, let's talk to our mail carriers. Let's educate our mail carriers. Let's capture our mailboxes. Now, apparently, Russell has a teaching on how to capture your military mailbox with that military zip code. You see, you should have something. Maybe I don't have the term right, but a postal route, a post route, a rural route. Not this corporatized admiralty, maritime, military bullshit that they're putting on you. So I think capture the damn mailbox. Get you a gold back stamp. $1. There's other denominations that are gold backed. $5, I think, maybe $10. Get your gold back stamp. Put it inside that mailbox. Put your quantum autograph, touching that stamp, touching that mailbox, and then put your thumbprint on there with blue ink and seal your autograph and cancel that stamp. Then, when that mail carrier shows up, have a talk with them. They probably are clueless to the fact that they're participating in mail fraud, in constructive fraud, in treason. You tell them to stop it and record it. Get your camera out and record that action. I was going to say interaction, but that in is no action in the quantum world. People, it's just as simple. Start standing up and owning your authority. Educate these people. Now, I spent 2.5 hours, I think, with the jail sergeant here in Kalkaska because the sheriff, since 2015, refuses to meet with me. I insisted I wouldn't. Finally, they put the jail sergeant out there. Several months later, Kalkaska Sheriff's Department's moving all their inmates because they have no staff. Gee, did I educate that jail sergeant? I'm thinking I did. I know I did. It would appear that education had a major effect. Also served an arrest warrant, or an arrest order, arrest and detain the prosecutor of Kalkaska County, Mike Perot. That was, I think, June 28th, 2021. By the end of July, Mike Perot had resigned in the middle of his third term. People, you can have an effect if you own your authority. Jury duty gets sent through the postal service, through the corporation, to your military box. End it. End it. Capture your mailbox is what I think we should do. Educate that mail carrier. Don't put no more of that crap in my box, because you have been noticed. You have been tissed. You are aware. You have the knowledge. If that got a capital E, capital T, capital H, capital A, capital N, and you put that in my box, you should be hung, because you have the knowledge of your participation in your actions in mail fraud, in construction fraud, which is all human trafficking. What else is it? It's more. It is human trafficking. It is fraud. It's mail fraud. It's constructive fraud. It's enslavement. It's from a fear-based society. And what are you going to do about it? You're going to keep cowering in fear? Or are you going to stand? Can you face your mail delivery man, male or female? Can you? If you can't, then I suggest you do some soul searching. Hopefully, we're going to hear this EBS or EAS or witness our beautiful flag being planted on Mars. Military auxiliary radio service. Which one of these do I want? That one's got brown inside. This one's got green inside. Can you face your mail delivery person? Can you afford $1 for a $1 gold back stamp? Now, the thing is, with these roadside mailboxes, lid, you grab it, the lid, you pull it out. Well, if it's raining or snowing, that's going to get wet, right? If that lid isn't closed properly, sometimes they just leave the damn thing hanging down with the box wide open. Snow and rain and dirt all blowing in there. So I would say, if you're going to capture your mailbox, maybe what you want to do is prepare all that on a piece of paper, the stamp, your autograph, your thumbprint, and then put that piece of paper in between some very good high quality packing tape, some pristine, clear, good, high quality packing tape that isn't going to peel off. And then take that and attach that to the inside of your mailbox. And I'd put it right there on the lid. Pull the lid down right there. So I thought, well, let's just get her done and make a video of it. I don't have a permanent marker. I got to get a permanent marker. That can take me a little bit of time. I don't know when the next time I'll get a ride out. So I said, I'm not waiting. I can show you. I ought to be able to tell you and get the same result. Why let the days pass? And to talk with my mail carrier, well, I don't know what time that man arrives. So I have to do some investigating. Not investigating. In the quantum world, that means no investigating. So no matter what language we're speaking, if you're not in the quantum, you're babble. And I don't give a shit what language it is. It's all babble. This is what they've done to us. So let's keep it stupidly simple. If you capture that mailbox and you make that Postal Service employee knowledgeable to the fact that they have been participating in fraud, mail fraud, treason, and human trafficking every time they place one of those into your box or anybody else's box, and make them stop it. Oh, what's the judge going to do? What's the prosecutor going to do when they need jurors? They can't send it to you in the mail anymore, can they? That's mail fraud. That's human trafficking. That's constructive fraud by British agents. Yeah, I am loud. Yeah, I am full of it. I'm beyond full of it. I want you to be free. I want you to be healthy. I want you to stop living in fear, looking over your shoulder. I want you to have time to spend with yourself, with your family, with your friends. And I want you to be feeling good, not in pain, not all full of inflammation. So I don't come here to report the news that somebody else reported and give you my opinion on it. I don't come here to give you fear mongering. I don't come here to tell you, pay money and come over to my other channel because I can't talk about it here. Everything I do is for free. I got nothing for sale. I don't want to be doing this. I want to be left alone. I want you to be left alone. So until that happens, I'm going to keep on coming back. Why? Because I love my brothers and my sisters. And if you got a mouth, you deserve optimal oral health, which you are denied. So I'm going to fight for it for you, whether you want it or not. All right, everybody. Own your authority. Raise that shield. Swing that sword. Take these parasites out. Deal with that postal delivery person. Put the fear of God in them. How many of you people give them a Christmas present? How many people give them a tip? I give them a tip. Stop this or you're liable to hang. By God. All right, everybody.